I'm Barbie.
I'm Ken.
And together we are
Barbie and Ken on the road again.
It is December 21st and we are traveling from the Daytona, Flagler Beach, Ormond Beach area where we've been for a month visiting family. And now we are headed to C.B. Smith Park in our old neighborhood in South Florida. Looking forward to spending the holidays with friends and our son, daughter-in-law, and two grandbabies. So, everything good on the drive today so far?
You know, today is the shortest day of the year.
Oh yeah, you kept telling me about this.
So we got to get there so we don't run out of daylight.
So hopefully we have a nice spot at CB Smith because we're going to be there for an entire month. So we're excited to get there.
What's the Ventana?
So far, so good. Little Miss Princess fell asleep quickly. Millie's sound asleep already. And sweet Sabrina, who's deaf, so she can't hear me talking about her. She's just getting relaxed, not quite, there she is, not quite asleep yet, but hopefully she'll fall asleep. We'll probably make a stop in a couple of hours.
We made it down to C.B. Smith Park over in Pembroke Pines. It is a county park. We have full hookups, 50 amp water, sewer. The nightly cost here is $50 a night. Being a Florida resident gives us the opportunity to be able to book this county park up to a year in advance. The park is very well maintained. You can fish in here. There is water sports to be done here. Plenty of hiking around the place. Tennis, pickleball. They have pavilions for family outings. It's just a beautiful place. There was also an aquatic center. Here is a little time lapse that I did driving around the park.
We have a visitor at our campsite. Of course, this may freak some of you out, but certainly doesn't freak me out because these are well known to Florida. And of course, we're in our old stomping grounds in the Miramar, Fort Lauderdale, Pembroke Pines area. I actually worked at this park for 3 months, 7 days a week during the pandemic, doing COVID testing, and these iguanas live here, and every day at 1 o'clock they come out to sun themselves. So we have a little visitor. They're really harmless. They're more of a nuisance, but y'all may have seen on TV where when it gets super cold in Florida, their little bodies freeze up and they fall out of the trees, but then when it warms up, they wake back up. Hello, little guy. The groomer came yesterday and everybody got groomed and their little Christmas ribbons on. So there's Sabrina. And here's Miss Prinny. We got her shaved down good because she's always so hot. And then here's Millie with his Christmas ribbon. Good boy. Whenever we're in our old stomping grounds, we try to do some of the fun things that are quintessential Fort Lauderdale area. Of course, the Hard Rock is a cornerstone of that, and they had a beautiful outdoor light display that you walked through. Little Elena and I went to that. We had an absolutely wonderful time. It was so pretty. She really enjoyed it. We also ate at our favorite restaurant for Ryan's birthday. So Ryan, Jesse, and me and Kenny and Elena and our new little Evie all went to the Council Oak for our nice fancy dinner. And we also took Elena to something called the Ice Cream Museum, which was really, really fun. It's in Miami. I highly recommend if you have kids to take them there. It's a really cost-effective place to go, and you get all the ice cream you want. And it's all about the history of ice cream and lots of fun things to do. You can see we had a picture of Elena only from the back. Just an FYI, we never post the faces of our grandchildren because this channel is public, so we want to be very, very safe. Little Evie, our newest little baby, of course, is in this area in Coral Springs, and so we tried to spend as much time at Ryan and Jesse's getting to know her and enjoy her, and she's just the cutest little thing. So that's another huge plus about coming back to Fort Lauderdale.
Being here for a month also afforded us the opportunity to go do our own annual maintenance on ourselves. Doctor's appointments, eye appointments, dentist appointments, and all that good stuff. Even the dogs went to the vet.
Well, good morning from South Florida. It's about 7 a.m. January the 7th. It's been warm during the day, like 80s. At night drops down to about the 60s. Got a little dew on the trucks. The mornings are just absolutely gorgeous. Cool. Not refreshing. I can't say it's refreshing, but nice and cool. It's a good time to go for a walk before the sun really gets up.
Our campsite was right along the water, and it provided me the chance to go out there and do a little relaxing during the day and a little fishing. I didn't catch very much. I think I only caught one little sunfish, but hey, I caught something.
Our princess is such a silly girl. She gets herself into the oddest positions, and she's perfectly happy there. Prinny, Prin, what you doing?
While we were in South Florida, our son Michael was in Boston. He was getting promoted to lieutenant colonel aboard the USS Ironsides in Boston Harbor. We were not able to attend, but we were able to do a Zoom call and watch him being promoted. He was promoted by the same colonel who 15 years earlier commissioned him into the Marine Corps.
So while we were back home, we got together with so many friends. Unfortunately, we didn't take as many pictures as we should have, but here's a group that I love, and we had a lot of people over to the bus and went out a lot. Of course, our faves, Ryan and Jesse here. And these are our neighbors that lived right next door to us, and we spent so much time with them over the 8 years, and we just adore this family. That's Carol and Augustine, and they have 3 kids and multiple grandkids, and we spend so much time with them. We were able to go out while in town, and we had them over at the bus. This is our Eva. Eva is a very, very special friend who takes care of our fur babies whenever we went out when we were back at home. And even when we come into town, here's Eva at the ready to take care of our babies so we could go out. So a little more about travel days. This seat turns around so I can be facing forward. It's really nice because the legs lift up and I can be super comfortable. Then I use this pull-out sofa bed as a way to secure all of our decorations. So I put a rug underneath the cushions, and then I lift them up. That way they're sort of leaning backwards, and I put all of our decorations there. Then these chairs secure with a little strap down there so they don't go anywhere as we are traveling. This TV goes down into the area back there, so it becomes not viewable at all and secured for travel. Then we use the entertainment seating for assorted things like the dog beds, our shoe bin, etc. And then in the kitchen, this thing right here slides in for travel. I use the microwave to secure a lot of items, and then I also use the sink to put a lot of items in that we use all the time. That way they're not slipping and sliding. Our full-size refrigerator is actually secured by pool noodles. So I put pool noodles on every shelf. So again, the items don't go forward, and then when you open the door, everything falls out. And then I have this handy dandy little connector that you just put right in here, and then it keeps them from opening. Any of these doors, nothing will open during travel. Here is how I secure the half bath. I put the hanging things on the floor. I put everything else in the sink or this little cubby here for travel. And the good thing is when we're closed up, we can reach this bathroom. So once we're able to use the bathroom, we have got water flowing through a water pump, even when we're on the road and traveling. So we just take everything out of the sink and are able to wash our hands. Okay, so now the bedroom is ready for travel. Obviously, I don't have anything out on our little credenza here. The bed actually folds up. And then you can see this little netting thing right here. We actually use that at the foot of our bed. So that because the dogs sleep with us and we have had them fall off the end of the bed. So we use that as a barrier. And then here's my little puzzle piece where everything goes into the bathroom and it's kind of all connected so nothing jiggles. So that is the dog's island that you've seen out in the kitchen area. And then I have our laundry basket, our little hassock, and then this is our little ironing board / storage unit. And then I have them secured on the left side with the bathroom rugs, paper towels just there for storage. Also in the bathroom, the seat has to be down, the teak seat. And then this shower door must be locked so that it does not wiggle during travel. I use the bungee cords and pool noodles so that the glass doesn't break on the closet and that thing doesn't go anywhere. Okay, so what we're doing now is the bus has started and we are putting in the bedroom slide. So Kenny's at the panel and push the button and then the slide is moving. There's lots of fail safes in this. It won't move if the bus isn't started, you know, different things like that. And then it will stop shortly. And then we secure our garbage can with our big satchel of bus manuals as we close up the other side. Okay, so now that the back slide is secured, we are doing the dining area slide. So as you can see, the slide lifts up and then it moves in nice and slow. We all have to be sure that our chair is not in the way of the wall over there and have to be sure that our dog bowl doesn't get caught in there. And voila, one slide is in. Sorry for the noise, but when the bus is on, that noise is always on until we get moving, lift the jacks up. So what we do is we secure the dogs on our chairs when we're putting in the slides so they don't get hurt. And now Kenny is putting in the big slide. And again, we are secure here for the slide in. And this slide goes all the way back to the back bathroom. And it's closing in. Again, it lifted up and slides into place. Done. So now that both slides are in, well, actually all 3 slides are in, you can see how I can walk back fairly easily to the front bathroom and to the refrigerator. So normally I make us a little easy to eat with our hands lunch, and then I can use the restroom whenever I want. Obviously, Kenny has to pull over somewhere when he needs to use the restroom.
Well, now that we're all packed up, we are heading north to Thousand Trails Peace River up in Wauchula, Florida. If you enjoy our content, please like, subscribe, and share, and leave a comment down below. We would love to hear from you. So until next time, thank you very much for watching, and we will see you soon. Take care, everyone.